I just got to Paulson, which is the study building that I go to every day to do work. And today is a full work day. But today I wanted to talk about why we work so hard. Because some things happened recently and it made me think about it. And as someone who's trying to run their own business in college, make time for friends and family, do content creation, do so many different things, I have to work relatively hard. But nobody else sees that but me, except for maybe some of those who are really close to me. I have a really close friend here named Ren, which you guys probably see in my other vlogs if you guys follow that channel, but he's always there. I always hang out with him. And he knows what I do pretty much on a day-to-day basis. I do post my schedule sometimes online because I'm showing you guys how I manage my time, and I block everything out by the day, so people see that I have fully booked schedules, but that doesn't truly encapsulate how hard I really work. I feel I work relatively hard. I'm very productive for around 8 to 12 hours a day, up around 5 a.m., finish around 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. Sometimes when I don't have to go longer, which is nice. I like to finish the day after 5, 6, but today I woke up a little later. I got up at 5:30, so I got to work at 6. But since it's approaching Thanksgiving break, I get to focus more on the business now, and that's what I'm doing today. So today is an entire work day. And I was getting up this morning, alarm went off at 5:30, I was laying in bed, super comfortable, very warm, and I thought, what if I just stay in a little longer? What if I go to 6? What if I go to 6:15, 6:30? It doesn't make a difference. Nobody else sees this. It's not really gonna change much, but I know that I will have gone up later, and future me will have known, because I wouldn't have made as much progress as if I woke up today like I did at 5:30. And that's what's difficult, because everyone else around you doesn't see what's happening in the background, how hard you're working in the background, how much effort you're really putting in. Let me paint this picture too for you guys. I told you that I work around 8 to 12 hours a day, and that's productive work. I turn my phone off. I have Instagram, all my socials blocked. I put my phone in my bag. Within those 8 to 12 hours, I'm either doing schoolwork in class or working on my business or content creation. All right. And it's very focused, and I don't have much downtime. Throughout the week, I probably have around accumulation of 4 to 5 hours a week of downtime that I take to myself. And yeah, I know balance is important, but right now I'm in a very strict building phase, and it will determine the outcome of my future. So I think for this period of my life, at least for this season, I'm going to be very unbalanced, and that's what it has come to. So it's gotten to the point where I'm sacrificing a little bit of happiness because I want to do these things. I want to watch these shows and relax, and I want to hang out with friends. Sometimes I just want to go on my phone and scroll, right, and turn my brain off. Sometimes I want to take a nap, but I don't. I give those up so I can keep making progress. Do you have a class in here?
Yeah.
Oh shit, my phone. Okay.
No, you're fine. It's at 9:30.
Oh, okay. Okay, we were actually getting to a pretty good part, and then someone came in because they have class, which is reasonable. I mean, it's Tuesday. I only have one class today, but I'm not going because, it's Thanksgiving break, and I have a lot of work to do for the business, so they don't take attendance either, I don't think. It's fine, whatever, unrelated. But where was I? I work relatively hard, right? Yeah, people don't see what's going on in the background, how hard I'm actually working. Sure, I may be working 8 to 12 hours a day is what you can see on my calendar, on my Instagram stories, but that may be me just jacking off for 6 of those hours and then doing work for 2 hours, right? But in actuality, I am actually working pretty working pretty intensely to where I'm very focused. I try to get into the flow state every single time, and it's difficult because it definitely closes me off from the outside world. I don't spend as much time with my family. For example, for Thanksgiving break, we have until I think next Sunday to do break, and I could stay with my family until Sunday, but I'm only gonna go for one day, Thursday and Friday. And my mom wants me to stay longer, at least until Saturday, but I told her no. Since I don't have class, I want to take that entire day to also focus on the business stuff. And these are some sort of things I'm sacrificing, just a quick look. But it's also a dilemma because I recently did this journal prompt, which was, if you had $1 billion in the bank and money wasn't an issue, what would you do every day? And for me, it was, work out, take care of myself, drive cool cars, go to nice restaurants. But most importantly, hang out with the people that really mean the most to me. So that would be my family, my friends, close friends, and my girlfriend, future girlfriend. I don't have one right now. It's a work in progress. But I would give them a lot of my attention and use the resources I have to support them. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. But in the process of me getting to that point to where I'm supporting them and being able to take care of my friends and family, I have to give that up in the early stages. So why is it that we can't just shortcut this middle section of sacrificing all of this stuff and just make time for friends and family? Because that is my ultimate goal at the end, right? And I think it's because it's the degree into which I can spend time with friends and family. Yes, I can spend more time with friends and family, make meaningful connections, share memories with them. However, I will feel that I am not achieving enough in life. And that may sound bad because I am still with my family and whatnot, but I will not feel fulfilled. I will not feel independent. I will not feel that I'm living up to my full potential. And I think that's the key difference. But I understand that this is a dilemma, and it is something that plays in my head. It's like I could just live a normal college life now, focus on schoolwork, make time for myself and friends and experiences rather than trying to run a business and do all these different things in college when I could save that for later. That is something that goes on in my head, and the way that you overcome that is just have your North Star, I suppose. The way that I think about it is the only thing that's keeping me going forward right now is my North Star, my main goal. The reason I wake up in the morning at 5:30, 4:30 and do work for the rest of the day and don't take time for myself. And that is to support the amazing, beautiful woman who will come into my life in the future. I can give it the best life possible and the best version of myself, as well as supporting my family. One of my goals is to pay entirely for my younger sister's college tuition. And that is a goal I'm working towards that is on somewhat of a time constraint because she's in middle school right now, so she's gonna eventually reach that senior year of high school where it'll be my deadline, and I gotta be on top of my shit at that point because that's my goal. And that's what motivates me. And that's how I overcome all these outside factors of you're working too hard, you should take time for yourself, or what if we just stop right now and enjoy your life and be a normal college student. Out of all these different noises, the North Star gives me direction. And that is why I work so hard, even though people don't see how hard I work. The reason I bring this up is because the other day, my parents were yelling at me because I'm not putting enough effort into school. Yes, I could be doing more, but I am working extremely, extremely hard. 8 to 12 hours a day, like I'm telling you guys over and over, because it actually blows my mind, because I could not do this before. In the past, I could only do like 1 or 2 hours most of focused work, and then I would go on my phone or I would play video games. And now I do 8 to 12 work. Sorry to sound like a broken record, but to me, it's just mind blowing. It's because I enjoy what I'm doing and I'm able to stay in that flow state when I do the work. And I really have come a long way, and I'm really proud of the progress I made, but yet it's still not enough. And the reason it's not enough is because I'm not seeing tangible results yet. And that is what my parents want. My parents want tangible results. They want straight A's. They want, if I'm running a business, they want me to be making money. Right now, I'm not making any money per month. So me working 8 to 12 hours a day, there we go, I said it again, and not making any money on the business, they see it as a waste of time. But I have this vision that I feel only I can see, and a very, very select few of other people that I know can see this vision as well. And it is a very long-term goal, and it takes time to build. So when my parents don't see these tangible results that they're looking for immediately, it's to them a waste of time, which is very demoralizing. Another example of this was Chinese. The class that I'm taking this semester is the hardest Chinese class I've ever taken. I've just been putting in the regular amount of effort that I have put in for all the other classes. And I got a 59 on my first midterm. I got a 56 on my second one, and I failed all of our other small quizzes. Some of them I got a C. And my professor said that as long as I show that I'm improving in the class, showing progress, then I can get an A. And our last quiz, I got 100. Yeah, I put a little bit more effort in, tried some different study techniques, and I got 100. And I thought he was going to say, wow, this is really indicative that you're making progress, that you're really applying yourself. But rather, he said that he was disappointed because he rationalized it as, oh, at the beginning, I just wasn't putting any effort in. And now I'm just starting to put effort in. When in actuality, I was working quite hardly on it at the beginning. Not quite hardly. I was working hardly. Not hard. I feel like hardly is a bad word to use there. I was working on it. I was applying myself earlier in the semester, and now I just am doing it more effectively, but also applying myself even more. So rather than me going from what he thinks is no effort, bottom, to now more effort to get this 100 on our quiz, in actuality, it was more like this. I was already putting in a lot of effort, and now I just ended up putting more in. And it makes it seem like I am not working hard enough. So that reinforces all of these other outside noise of, is what I'm doing really good? Is it beneficial to me? Does it make sense? And I was just really bothered by that. I felt it was rather disrespectful. And I feel I am a hardworking person. I feel I work harder than most college students. But yet I still get told that I'm not working hard enough. But maybe it could be a sign to push me even further. But then that goes into territory of, okay, what does working harder actually mean? Because if working harder means working more hours, you hit a ceiling of 24 hours a day. So is working hard the amount of work that you get done in a certain time frame? Or is it the quality of work that you get done in a certain time frame? Or is it the results you yield within a certain time frame? What does working harder actually mean? And that is something I need to figure out for myself. But I think the main takeaway from this is to just stay true to who you are, to what you know. For me, that is my vision. I see the path. I'm walking it right now, and I don't want to listen to anyone else that could potentially diverge me from this path. And yes, it will take time, and I'll need to endure a lot of harsh comments and a lot of self-criticism as well, because that is enemy number one right there. I just need to have my mind right and power through. And the way that I do that is through my North Star. So if you want to accomplish anything and you have full faith that it'll work, regardless of what anyone else says, you're confident it'll work, and you're confident that you have the abilities or can acquire the abilities to make this a reality, then go for it. But you do need immense mental strength, as well as a very strong mission statement. And I feel I have both of those, and that's why I think I've gotten to where I am now. That's what I would have given up a long time ago if I had just listened to everyone else. Yeah, but I need to get to work right now. It was good to talk everything out. And yeah, this was day 3 of 25 of me just talking about random stuff. This isn't really supposed to be a series, but I'm just uploading this it was initially to improve my speaking skills, and then it evolved into a digital journal because I feel that I'm confident and comfortable speaking in front of the camera, and it is somewhat therapeutic in the way that I can convey my thoughts and get all this jumbled mess out of here, put it somewhere else. That's why I like written journaling a lot, but I'm doing a combination of both digital journaling and written journaling. So that's kind of the purpose of this channel. And yeah, it's a secret channel, so don't tell nobody if you find it. I'll just be sharing stuff that I come across, like today or yesterday when I talked to my parents, yesterday when I talked to my Chinese professor about how I'm not working hard enough, just different topics that come up. And there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about, so many different things, especially relationship stuff. Oh my God, insane. There was this, I don't know. You know what, no one's gonna see this. There was this girl I really liked in the beginning of the semester. It's weird because I know that I really like her in my heart or my feelings, that I'm really interested in her, to the point where I would check my phone for her messages. I would get upset when she didn't reply. I would get upset when she wouldn't look at me in class or do small things. It's like those were amplified. And that's how I could tell I started falling for her. But in my head, it's like, why am I falling for her? I barely talk to her. I barely know her. But yet I still feel these feelings and fall into this trap of unrequited love. Yeah, I know nothing about her. And it is perhaps that I have fallen into this imaginative character that I've built. This fantasy character I've built of her based on my own assumptions. And I've fallen in love with that. So it's a whole slippery slope. I could keep going on and on about relationship stuff, so maybe some other time, but I really need to work on my new landing page and other busy stuff. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Maybe we'll talk about it tomorrow. But take care.